How are we feeling? How are we doing today? It's Monday. That means House of Dragon has come on this past week. Season finale. I don't know how I feel yet. I don't know how I felt yesterday. I don't know how I feel today, but we're going to get through it. So y'all ready? Take a deep breath. My name is Jazmine.
And I'm Quintin.
And welcome to S-Rank Reactions, where we react to everything anime and more. This is House of Dragons edition, our last one of the season. But it was such a good season. The best season of House of the Dragons. Hands down. I don't care what you think. Because it is. It is.
Can you tell I'm pissed off? I'm pissed off. This episode pissed me off. And I can't do nothing about it for 2 years. I can't do nothing about it anyway. But, you know, for 2 years.
So you're feeling the feels.
Yes, I'm supposed to hold on to these feelings for 2 years. And,
yes, we all are.
And I'm upset. I'm upset. But
we're here to break. Go ahead.
This was such a great season. This was such another phenomenal episode. But it pissed me off. But we'll get into it.
Yes, we'll break down every moment of the episode, how we felt about the entire season. Like I said, it's the best season, so I don't care what your opinion is, because it's the best season of this show. And I feel like it's getting better and better. We already know that season 4 has been approved. We got 2 years, y'all. But let's get into it.
All right. So
go ahead.
So we open up. Rhaenyra finally gets the bad news.
Yes.
Aegon is alive, and this sends her into a frenzy.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
She goes running to Daemon, and Daemon basically says, "Who cares?"
And you know what? You continuously had this question for me, and I'm still going to stick by my answer. Has Daemon, or is Daemon, the biggest hindrance to Rhaenyra? And I'm going to say no.
Now
here's why. Before you go, here's why. He has been the voice of reason for her the entire season. He has not only told her what to do, he has also calmed her down when she needs it. You have to understand, she is not only finally taking the throne, she's doing it grieving. She's doing it through womanly things that happen for 7 days.
So here's my thing. When I asked that question, and I'm not a Daemon hater. Daemon is my favorite character. I have a Daemon pop figure right there. Like,
you do.
Daemon is my favorite character. But when we look at some of his actions, this war would have been over, in a sense, had Daemon not made some of the choices he made. Or Rhaenyra would be in a better position as queen. We already know from last episode, Ulf is a traitor. We'll talk about that crackhead in a little bit. That was because of Daemon.
Yeah.
We already know Aemon is still alive thanks to Alice. That's because of Daemon.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to challenge you on the Ulf part, though. I'm not saying that him trading on him wasn't, on Team Black, wasn't 100% Daemon's fault, but I feel like Ulf wasn't loyal to begin with.
No, because he's an idiot.
He's himself, and he's a drunk.
But what I'm saying is that Daemon embarrassing him was
in the streets,
the straw that broke the camel's back. And Daemon had been embarrassing him a few times and just talking down to him as if he's no one.
Right.
So that helped. Daemon basically telling Alice, "You're a nobody. We're not giving you Harrenhal."
Right.
Is the reason Aemon is still alive. And now Vhagar is still in play.
Right.
We haven't seen Vhagar. We didn't see pretty much the entire season.
Yeah, the CGI budget must have ran out.
Oh, you stupid. But regardless, had he not pissed off Alice, Aemon would probably be dead.
I would agree.
And that would be a huge blow to the Greens.
Right.
So this is what I'm talking about when I say, and also, Rhaena.
Yes.
Had he come to Rhaenyra right away and said, "Hey, Rhaena is Sheep Stealer's rider. This was all a complete accident." Rhaenyra could have grieved, got over it, and been like, all of this is Jace's fault. It's not really her fault.
Right. Bring her home.
And then you could probably have Sheep
Sheep
Stealer.
Stealer. Right.
So then
The
the
YN.
Greens would be down a dragon, their biggest dragon in Vhagar, and you would still have Ulf, possibly, and you would still have Sheep Stealer. So that's what I'm talking about when I say is Daemon the biggest hindrance. When it comes to actually making decisions, Rhaenyra is her biggest hindrance.
I agree.
And it is because of everything that happened with Jace.
Yes.
And Rhaenyra said you turned on your queen. So now she feels like she can't trust anybody.
Right. And everything that she's doing is trying to and she's still trying to be the king or queen that Viserys was. She has to let this go. She didn't inherit the kingdom that Viserys had.
Right. But Rhaenyra is also looking at it like, my dad was kind. Here's what he is. Viserys was a terrible king. And a lot of this is happening because of Viserys.
And father. But
yes.
Yeah.
A lot of this is happening because of Viserys. And whether you want to admit it or not, everything happening right now is because of the Hightowers and Viserys.
And she said it. Fucking Viserys.
Yes.
Yes. She said it.
Yes. But she's trying to live up to his name, but Viserys had an easy time.
Right.
Had Daemon wanted to take the throne from Viserys,
which he did,
but no, had he really wanted to, this would have been a whole different. Viserys would have had to be a whole different person, and he would have died young king because he didn't want to ride a dragon. Daemon would have just been like, okay, well then I can just take this over.
Yeah.
But Daemon didn't do that. To whereas, of course, Aegon was just listening to Otto.
Right.
And so that's how we got here. But obviously Rhaenyra goes to Daemon and she's seeking comfort.
Yeah, she's finally having her crash out.
And Daemon's like, it is what it is. He's like, let's worry about what we got to worry about. And then we'll go put his head on the spike. You know what I mean? And she basically says, time to go to Tumbleton.
Yes.
She said, don't make me look like a monster. Get in there, take them all out, and you know what I mean? Take back over the town.
And Daemon did the very best he could. And I also want to say, shout out to our brother, Master Orwell. You made it through the season.
Yeah.
Actually, we all made it through the season. But anyhow.
But Rhaenyra had to get rid of some skeletons in her closet.
Absolutely.
Before she did. And it started by evicting that white worm.
Yes, Mysaria got the boot.
Told her.
Kitty must not have been fresh enough.
Told her to roll out.
She said, you got to go. Man,
she's now.
And then she went back to, and then that's when she ends up going to Daemon. And then did you see how she was stepping to Daemon?
Who?
Rhaenyra.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's funny because now both the husband and the wife had you and they both discarded you. Like,
yeah.
Like, you're trash, buddy. Like, it must, you can't be that good because we both didn't kick you out. Like,
man.
So, but on her way out, she does what Mysaria does. And
she pissed me the hell off.
Yeah.
Why are you running your mouth? And this is something I wanted to bring up as well. Rhaenyra has a very big problem with how her court and how her subjects carry out her orders. They either are, when her orders are given, they're either not doing enough or they're doing too much. The guards not shutting Mysaria down and pushing her out, like, no, let's go.
Yeah,
was crazy.
Yeah,
why would you let her have this entire conversation with Helena?
And that's what I was wondering the whole time. She's saying Rhaenyra is a traitor. She's going to take your baby. This, and that. I'm like, this conversation is going on way too long.
Right.
You should have snatched her up and been like, nope, time to go.
I'm expecting them to actually push her forward.
Yeah, and obviously they're terrible at their job because then she escapes.
Right.
As they're trying to take her out.
Right. They're trying to take her through the city, and there's stuff going on in the city. The horses are getting agitated, and she takes advantage of the situation and just
absolutely awful, pathetic job by them, because I'm like, why are you letting her have this conversation? This isn't like she has no more power. You're kicking her out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there like, and you're just letting her talk? Why are you just letting her talk?
That was crazy to me.
So yeah, Mysaria was pissed because basically they came in and they was like, time to go, buddy. And the girl that she sent, even she's like, I don't know why she's doing this. And it's like,
oh, Elinda, I think her name is. Yeah,
but
Elinda, her attendant, Rhaenyra's attendant. Yeah,
I'm not upset at this decision because Mysaria was obviously not have Rhaenyra's best interest, and she's just kind of playing the game.
Yeah, I just feel like she was just
manipulative
in her ear and very much being a manipulative.
But a lot of the decisions Rhaenyra made were very, very awful choices.
Right, and they were heavily influenced by Mysaria. And before we move forward, the conversation between Rhaenyra and Baela, that was very telling. Baela is upset. She feels like she's been Rhaenyra has had her and Adam go all over, fly all over, and they, are doing all this, looking for originally sheep stealer and trying to, navigate the skies, see if they see anything from Vhagar. And she feels like there's nothing for her to do. She wants to be able to do something, and Rhaenyra's just like, you need to chill. But a lot of the action that Baela was taking, it was on her own. She was choosing to stay out there instead of coming back to rest. But then you want to get smart with Rhaenyra regarding Corlys.
But that's my thing. I get Baela being upset about Corlys because everyone's like, hey, what are we going to do? And they're like,
right, because you do have to figure that out.
Yeah, but we're already attacking Tumbleton.
Right.
There's nothing more we can do. We're already headed there.
Right.
And hopefully we save him.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just rush in, or you can't obviously just burn the city because Corlys is now in there.
Right.
So you have to be tactical about it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, Baela's like, well, let me go. Like, you have a dragon.
Right.
If you just go and burn everything,
mm-hmm.
there's a possibility that you could take down Corlys.
Right.
And we see that. So Rhaenyra's like, calm down. Let me, we'll do what we're doing. And, he may not be the main priority, but hopefully in the end we get him. And Baela's pissed off. But my thing for Baela is, what the hell did you expect?
Right.
You were complacent in the reason that her son and her heir is dead.
Exactly.
You didn't have to go with Jace.
No. And honestly, you should have stopped him.
You could have stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, he probably would have still made a dumb decision, but if you at least been like, I tried to stop him.
Right. And
he didn't
went to
listen.
Rhaenyra.
Yes. You could have tried to help with the guard.
Right.
Hey, Jace is going to die. This is not a good decision.
Right.
You didn't. You let Jace talk you into it. You went out there. Jace died. How do you expect her to feel?
Right. And then because her plight was regarding Rhaena as well, and how Rhaena feels, and Rhaena's broken, and it's like, well, there's nothing really you can do.
But Rhaena's broken because of your dad.
Right.
Because if Daemon did the right thing to begin with, then Rhaenyra and Adam wouldn't have had to roll up like that.
Right. Now, to Daemon's credit, he at least attempted to try to get, Rhaena to come.
I get that.
But
Adam,
but lying about Sheep Stealer's rider.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But Rhaenyra and Adam wouldn't have had to roll up like that.
Right.
They known like it's Baela and it's Rhaena and we can let Daemon handle it, try to bring her back so that we can actually talk to her. You wouldn't have had to roll up like that. But I mean, it was cool that she stood up for herself, but at the end of the day, what did you expect?
Right.
What did you expect? You were part of the reason her son is gone. It may not really be on Baela as a whole because it wasn't her decision.
Right.
But you went along with it.
Right. And you really didn't stop him.
Right. Right.
There was something I wanted to. There we go.
So
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so the next thing that happens is Rhaenyra gets word from Elinda again, because Elinda was working. She was running around giving all the messages.
She even looking raggedy.
Yeah, she was tired. But she ends up letting her know, like, hey, Helena's not eating, and she has not been eating. So, this forces, Rhaenyra to go and visit Helena and try to talk to her. And Helena starts talking about, the beetle and what she's described as beautiful. And she can tell, like, Rhaenyra's listening to me, but she's pretending to care.
She's listening to respond, not actually listening.
There you go.
She hears you to respond. She's not actually listening.
Right. And and I don't think it was meant to be comical, but the fact that Helena broke down every way in which Rhaenyra was ugly was hilarious.
It felt like that scene in Avatar where Ty Lee tells May, your aura is dingy.
It was like, dingy is something else, but yeah.
It's because like, she just said your aura is dingy.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's kind of what it was.
Take that?
She's like, your aura is ugly. Your hair is ugly. You're ugly. That armor you're wearing is ugly. This castle's ugly.
That makeup you had across your eyes was ugly. It really was. The fit was actually great for Rhaenyra when she got dressed and ready to go. But whoever's eye makeup idea that was, no.
But,
don't do that again.
Yeah, but I've been Team Black since they first broke up in the teams. I've been Team Black, and I've been riding with Rhaenyra. She pissed me off. Don't put hands on Helena.
She did.
She's the only innocent person in this world. Don't put hands on her, and she had them force her to eat, and that pissed me off.
Yeah,
I was getting upset, and I'm like, man, but I can't be Team Green because we see what Team Green does. And we seen it with Ormund.
Ormund, okay, I said this last recap episode. I cannot stand Ormund, but he is literally a tactical genius. Not only do you take off and you get him to turn, because you put the ideas in his head, you sow those seeds that they don't trust you, they don't appreciate you. I do. You seen what happened to not Harrenhal. You seen what happened to the Riverlands. I'm going to give you Corlys's castle and stuff like that. I'm going to do all these things. You'll be this. He's putting that stuff in his mind so he can get him to do what he needs to do. You snatch Corlys, their hand. So, and this was my problem with Rhaenyra being with Mysaria and letting her once again manipulate her. You are not paying attention nor doing what you need to do as queen.
Rhaenyra's biggest problem as queen is, instead of just being the best queen that she can be and doing what she's doing, she wants the look of being the queen. She's too invested in the prophecy. Oh,
yeah, she
someone
has to be ordained, and it has to be
and it's like those people who don't have money, so they go and they buy all the fake jewelry and stuff just to be, oh, look at me, like, and it's like, you really don't have money, like,
right.
It's like that, and that's what Rhaenyra is as a queen. Like, she, instead of just being the queen, she's like, I need someone to tell me I'm supposed to be queen. And
that validation.
This is what's hurting her. Ormund doesn't care about the church validating Darren
at all.
Ormund was just like, oh, I'll just do this and I'll make him king. I'll tell everyone he's now king. He'll be king. I'll put his face on gold coins. Y'all don't have a choice but to accept it. While Rhaenyra's like, oh, accept me. And it's
and this is a huge part of her downfall.
It's kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
It's kind of pathetic that she's so obsessed with being anointed queen instead of just being like, I got 6 dragons. I'm the most powerful person. Who gonna stop me?
Exactly. Who gonna check me?
You know what I mean?
You and Daemon rolled up in there. Y'all took over. Y'all got rid of all the banners. Y'all did everything y'all needed to do. Be queen. Rule and govern.
We'll get more back to that. But Aemon is still alive. Still alive. She nursed him back to health.
Yes.
And then but Aemon wasn't really feeling Alice all like that. We seen that he's more into his mom. He likes them older women. And then he finds out Alice is 102 years old.
So Alice was telling her story. And before she got there, it was like when the first teardrop fell out her eye. I was like, damn, how old is this bitch? And then she said, I was like, oh, that's 100 years. She got me over 100.
So
I
then,
was like, oh my God.
Then when Aemon found out she's 100+ years old and she had a son back in the day, he's like, oh, grandmommy. Yes.
Ew. Don't do that.
I hate Aemon. I hate Aemon. He's a weirdo. He is a weirdo. And now that he's over his mom, he's on to somebody which should be a great grandma. Because he's a weirdo like that.
It wasn't me. Was it just me? Or was Aemon's head so much bigger than Alice's? I was like, God damn, was his head always that big?
When they showed them kissing, his nose was like as big as like the rest of her face. Yes. And I was like, that's weird looking. But this scene, after they were done with all the weird mommy, grandma, great grandma stuff.
Yeah, disgusting.
Had one of the best scenes of the season.
Yes, and it was a comedic needed relief of the episode.
Aegon pulls up on Sunfire, and Sunfire looked like he's struggling to fly.
And it's funny because I actually thought it was Vhagar when they were flying in. I was like, and Aemon.
I thought it was too because he heard the dragon.
Oh,
and
Vhagar's back,
but
nope.
Aegon showed up, and he's like, "I'm alive, motherfucker!" and I think what was hilarious was we seen Aemon have plenty of visions in Harrenhal. And so he never knows if what he's seeing is really true.
Right.
And then Aegon slapped the shit out of him. He's like, "Pow!" And he's like, "Oh, you're real."
Yeah, and Aegon was so into this. He had to stop and be like, I can't even enjoy this. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah. Like, Aemon's really in a broken place.
He's broken.
He's broken.
And he wanted Aemon to be the cocky little bastard Aemon that he always is. But like I said at the beginning of the season, Vhagar's not around.
Right.
So if Vhagar's not around, he not really like that.
Exactly.
But so he's mad. He's like, I can't even kill you, happy. But Aegon does the first smart thing I think Aegon has done in this entire series.
Yes, because if y'all notice, when Sunfire lands, it's not a graceful landing.
It was struggling to fly.
Correct.
But he says, I'm not going to kill you. He said, I'm going to take you. We're going to go find Vhagar. We're going to go to King's Landing.
Tumbleton. We're going to Tumbleton.
Oh, we're going to Tumbleton. Yeah, he said we're going to Tumbleton. We're going to take care of Ormund and all them. Then he said, then we're going to King's Landing and we're going to get my throne back. And he said, then, only then, after all of that, maybe I'll forgive you.
Right.
And I'm like, that is smart.
That was genius.
And this is the first time Aegon has made a smart decision that seems like a king decision, because he's like, no, I'm not about to lose Vhagar. I know this is my ace in the hole, right. And I need that to get my throne back. And so that was smart. But him slapping Aemon, loved it. I don't know the actor's name. I can't remember. He's been killing this role this season.
Yes.
He's been absolutely killing this role.
He's been killing the role, and not my favorite character at all, but I just felt like the range that this actor has shown through Aegon has been crazy. Honestly, I feel like everyone was just bringing it. This is going to be a heavy Emmy nominated and win
Tom Glenn
season.
Carney is his name? Yeah. Great. Phenomenal acting. But Aemon was kind of just sitting there like, go ahead, kill me, brother. Like, he's so broken. He's like, I don't even care.
Yeah, and it seems like he's actually wanting to get Aegon's forgiveness and is willing to work for it. But unfortunately, we did not get to see, them show up. Them find Vhagar first, and then them show up. So, it seems like Tumbleton might not actually be 100% over yet. So,
speaking of, Ormund, being the disrespectful tactician he is, first of all, don't tell everyone I'm gonna be king and then make me kneel in front of you, talking about you can't be king until you're knighted. I'm gonna knight you.
What authority do you have?
What?
Who told bruh that you can knight people?
And the whole night scene was so cringy.
Honestly, I said to you, is he going to kill Darren? Because I felt like he was going to kill him.
And I was like, no, he needs Darren. He's not going to kill him. But it was like so just cringy. I was like, it was like, what was going on? But, while he's doing that, outside the walls, they're preparing for war.
Right.
They're prepared for war. We got that idiot Ulf in the tavern talking about, oh, I'm gonna be this and I'm gonna be that. And I'm like, shut up, man. I don't even care about him. But outside the walls, what were they called? The
winter
wolves. The winter wolves.
Yes.
They are preparing for war.
Yes, they are ready to go. Daemon has everybody ready. Roderick, Dustin, aka Roddy the Ruin, and the rest of the winter wolves are out there ready to go.
And Darren and Gwaine actually go up to the gate, and they're like, "Oh, we're about to die."
Yeah. So Gwaine's doing everything in his power to live.
Gwaine he's the most realistic person in this show because he's like, bro, y'all are crazy. Like, I'm not trying to die out here. And he's like doing everything to live.
Right.
Meanwhile, some of them is just doing everything to march towards their end.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And speaking of the winter wolves, what was his name?
Roddy.
Roddy?
Roddy the Run.
He couldn't wait for death.
Yeah. But that's the entire point of the winter wolves.
Yeah.
They were people that were underneath the Stark banner, and because of the food rations and everything and the terrible things that are going on in the north, they basically are an army that marches out, put their name underneath the current queen, Rhaenyra, and they march to their demise.
As they're preparing, Daemon pulls up, and he's like, hey, here what we gonna do. We're gonna do this. He's like, I'm gonna burn this gate. We're going to go right through. We're going to sack this town. And he's like, by the end of the night, we're going to be partying and drinking, and this war going to be over.
But Ormond ain't done.
Ormond.
He brings out the kids.
And this is why I cannot ever be Team Green.
Oh, my goodness.
No matter how many stupid decisions Rhaenyra make, she ain't putting no kids on a wall to be like, hey, use them as human shields. Dirty.
Dirty.
I said,
I know those ain't babies.
And Craxus come walking through like, yeah, I'm that mother. And Daemon's ready to go, and they're like, they put kids on the wall. So Daemon looks at Roddy, and he says, you still want to die for your queen? And he says, you goddamn right, I'm ready to die. Like,
so the plans change a little bit. Roddy and the small crew are to go up over the south wall now and infiltrate that way. So then that way they can avoid the kids and get in and open the gate from the inside. And it's funny because when they get in, they're fighting.
He says, Daemon tells them, you can't die until you open the gate. And he was like, open the gate, then die. Let's go. And I'm like, bro, what is wrong with him? But, like she said, that's the point of the White Wolves. They want to die. But he was like, open the gate, then die. Let's go. And I'm like, what? And it was funny because you seen like the arrows lined up. He walked to the arrows and he like, hey, y'all ain't doing nothing. And then they took the man out next to him.
Or you go,
and he He ain't moving inch.
He just looked.
He ain't moving inch. He probably like, that lucky bastard. And didn't even move an inch. And he's just like, he turned around and I heard somebody say they did the haka. I was cracking
the
up.
white haka was funny.
Yeah, and they start doing it. And then all of a sudden they start rushing.
It was dope though.
Yeah, it was.
It was dope.
And they start rushing. And, they're throwing rocks. They're shooting arrows. They're doing everything to stop these men.
Mm-hmm.
They get the ladders up. They trying to go in. Who was carrying the ladders?
I don't know.
Because first of all, you already got me rushing towards a wall, and they got archers and shooting rocks and stuff.
And
you're not getting me to carry a ladder, also.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I'm not holding a ladder trying to go towards the thing. Like, no, that's not happening. Yeah.
So the fight has started. We got the Winter Wolves and Roddy going in. We got fighting going on up top. We got Daemon, he's, organizing everybody on the ground, making sure everybody's ready. He got his eyes on that door. So he know as soon as he see them doors creak open, he can go. Guess who's missing?
Ulf. As I said, Ulf is useless. I said this when Jazz said Rhaenyra should have let Ulf go to the tavern and blah, 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 blah. I said he's a useless drunk. Where he was, we'll get to that. But like I said, he is absolutely useless. But what I want to talk about is people saying Roddy was wrong when he was on top of the wall.
No, he wasn't.
He wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't.
As we said, Ormund lined up kids so that they couldn't burn. They couldn't burn them down.
Dragons to burn it down. Yeah.
So Ulf climbs up the wall. He's taking dudes out.
Roddy.
I'm sorry. Roddy climbs up the wall. He's taking dudes out. Well, there's a kid sitting there. Mm-hmm. All the other kids minding their business.
Yep, they protecting themselves. Hey. They shrinking down, shields over them.
What do we say? Minding your business is free.
Mm-hmm.
This kid decides, I'm going to strike him. Hit him in what? The calf?
Your calf or the shin?
Hit him in the calf. Roddy turns around, looks at him, slices his face open. Well,
spoils of war.
You kind of asked for it, buddy. You should have just minded your business.
They wouldn't have touched, because you could. I mean, obviously they're kids, so you're not going to know. But they weren't touching the kids. Mm-hmm. So you cowering in fear, protecting yourself would have saved his life.
Yeah, but Daemon. Daemon couldn't wait.
I don't give a F was a person. Yep. It is a Roddy.
Right, but
F them kids, really.
Obviously, we didn't even talk about that. Before they even started the war.
Well, not before. Well, yeah, it was before. They started. We mentioned it slightly.
Before they started. Gawain brings out
Corlys. Yeah, it's that bargaining shit. Yeah, you talked right up to it.
Yeah, sorry. So Gawain brings out Corlys, and he's like, hey, look, Darren is he wants to run just this little piece. Mm-hmm. Rhaenyra could be the queen of everything else, right. Blah, 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 blah. And y'all can have Corlys. And he's standing there with a knife to Corlys. And I'm like, do you think this is going to work with Daemon?
And the funny thing about this is y'all got to look at Corlys's face during this if you wasn't really paying attention. Like, he's holding the knife to him, but Corlys is just standing there.
Yeah,
he's scared.
Like, I'm a slave. But even Corlys tried to talk some sense into it, but it's Daemon.
Yeah.
There's no talk. When Daemon is in go mode, there's no talking.
But the conversation between Corlys and Daemon was actually just a normal conversation. Yeah. Gawain being next to him with a knife really had no bearing on that conversation at all.
But Gawain was trying to make some demands.
Right.
And it just wasn't happening. And Daemon snatched Gawain up. Like he was a little boy. And,
right.
And then Gawain's
knocked the knife out of his hand, was like, nah.
I think it was in that moment that Gawain's like, I am not built for this.
No.
Because he just snatched me up by my face, threw me down, and then said, Corlys is now my prisoner.
Right.
So you got nothing out of it. You got nothing out of it. And while Ormund is looking for the useless oath, some dude comes up and says, the war has started.
Yep.
And he's like, you think? And he's like, well, Daemon and Darren and
Gawain took Corlys,
and
went to go send him as a bargaining chip, and Ormond's like, what?
Yeah, so
you did what?
Of course, that's gonna piss Ormond off.
Absolutely.
Gawain actually goes back and tries to get Darren, and is like, we need to go. Darren's with his dragon. He's like, man, look, I gotta go out there and defend it, buddy. That dragon was barely bigger than you. You
still training that dragon. You
Craxus-
with Toothless at this point. You was not with the regular dragons.
right.
You with Toothless and how to train your dragon.
Crax's neck is longer than that whole dragon, buddy.
Oh my
you
God.
have no choice. But yeah, they're trying to make their escape.
Mm-hmm.
But Daemon's had enough, and he has Craxus burn that front gate.
Yes, because
and we get one of the coolest shots, I think, of the episode when like they're just standing there and the gate is on fire and they're just standing there. Crax's whole head comes through the gate.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm like, oh.
It was dope.
Yeah.
It was definitely dope. I'm like, little long neck.
Yeah. So Daemon burns down the front gate. He signals everybody to go in. Oh, before he burns down the gate, the little kid standing in front of the gate. What was wrong with them too?
Yeah.
He is a dragon.
Like,
he's telling you to move.
Daemon listened to Rhaenyra and is trying his best to keep the citizens safe. But they know he knows that there's going to be casualties, but he's doing his best.
Mm-hmm.
He tells them to move. What? What was you going to do?
Two little kids just standing there like, that's a dragon, buddy.
Move.
Like, but Daemon goes, Crax's head goes right through.
Mm-hmm.
Daemon does what Daemon does. He doesn't take Craxus in there.
No, why?
No. He gets off and gets on his horse and goes in and starts to fight. And I'm like, Daemon's he's crazy.
Yeah,
he's wild.
The dragon is just for show. I'm going to be on the ground and fight, and that's what I love about Daemon.
But my favorite moment of the episode was Roddy when he is like, the gate's open and we're still alive. And he was like pissed off, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So,
but who does he see after he says that? He catches Ormund. He sees Ormund. So he goes after Ormund.
Yep. But Daemon, on the other hand, sees Hugh. Daemon sees Hugh.
Oh, yeah. Around. He sees him running around.
And he knows Hugh's not supposed to be there, but he's like, it is what it is.
There's really nothing he could do. It's in the middle of battle.
Yeah, he sees Hugh kill somebody, blah, blah, blah. They move on. Well, Ormond finally finds who he's looking for. Where was Ulf, Jazmine?
Ulf was drunk. Pants around his ankles, sitting in an outhouse, passed out. Listen, y'all, we never believed in Ulf at all from day one. We just knew. We knew. My thoughts on Ulf was, if you give him a little bit of a leash, you can try to get something out of him.
And I said he's useless.
And you were correct. You were 100% correct. He was absolute. Well.
He's still useless. But.
He does do something in the end.
Well. Ormond, obviously pissed. You're drunk and on the shitter.
Mm-hmm.
Ormond pulls him out and whoops him.
Yes.
Kicks him.
Now, this is the second time that he is embarrassed like this in front of people.
This is worse than what Daemon did to him.
Mm-hmm. Because now his pants is down.
Yeah, just beating him up and told
Balls
him,
out.
go get on your dragon.
Right.
And he goes and gets on his dragon, and he starts taking down Daemon's reinforcements.
Yes. So Ulf gets on a dragon and starts flying around the army that is still stationed outside, ready to waiting for their orders. They are reinforcements, and they're cheering because now they finally see Ulf. He's here. He's doing what he needs to do. Goes around the city once, comes back. Dracarys burns them all.
Corlys sees all this going down.
Corlys ripped up that chain so quick.
Yep.
He's like, oh no, we got to go.
He was able to get himself out of harm's way. But while all this is going on, what do you think Rhaenyra's doing? Rhaenyra's doing something constructive, right?
No,
absolutely not. She's headed to the church.
For what?
Because
with your son that you haven't seen during daylight hours and since he made it there.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm going to force them to make me queen in front of everyone.
Why, Rhaenyra, are you so stuck on the high scepter validating you? You stormed into the Red Keep and took everything over when Aegon was already gone. Aemon, not Helena, Alicent got Aemon, excuse me, to leave, and you had your kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
The High Scepter means nothing.
And
nothing.
I don't know. That old man is stupid because.
Well, I don't think he's stupid. I think they're treasonous, honestly. Because
and that's what I'm saying. When I say stupid, I mean he's sitting there like, no, Rhaenyra, we can't crown you because we crowned Aegon. Okay. And he's like, this is the ways of the kingdom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you listen to the old king when he told you
twice
Rhaenyra is the heir?
And he told you twice.
Yes. And then Alice comes out and was like, oh, well, he said it's Aegon now. And you guys were just like, okay.
No, that's treasonous.
So now
his last will and testament that his heir was, he hobbled up there with his cane, with his half little mask on, because his face was falling apart, and said, Rhaenyra Targaryen, you are my heir. He said it in front of everybody.
And you know on someone's deathbed, they are not of sound mind. So why did you even but now you want to follow that the letter or the law to the T. Like now you want to pay attention to everything. And Rhaenyra was like, all right, look, I had enough. Alan, kill him. And Alan's like, whoa. And then she's like, you are of old blood, old Valyrian blood. I'm like, hold on.
I said, hold on, Rhaenyra. Come on. Don't do us like this, Rhaenyra.
Because you should have just made him a Valyrian
to begin with, and you would have your hand there with you.
Yeah, and I'm like, because hold on.
But like Rhaenyra.
Alan reluctantly does it. Then Rhaenyra gives her bullcrap speech outside the thing
and starts speaking high Valyrian like the people outside understand you. They don't.
Rhaenyra pissed me off this episode, and I'm Team Black. She pissed me off. But I'm like, I was already coming into the episode prepared to know that she was going to piss me off.
Listen, we made our post and said, how y'all feeling? Rhaenyra don't piss us off. And she still did it. Yeah. Still freaking did it.
But after all that bull crap happened, Roddy finally caught up to Ormund.
Yes.
And I said a few episodes ago, Ormund really ain't about that. Ormund was about that. But I also said, and I don't know if y'all remember, I said Ormond's stomach, his weakness is going to get him killed. Well, Ormond actually got the best of Roddy.
Yeah, he was going toe to toe with Roddy.
Yeah, stabbed him, and what was it, side or something like that?
Cut his arm
off. Cut his arm off. And when he cut his arm off, the blood goes squirting right on Ormond's face.
And y'all know Ormond, he's squeamish.
Ormond's weak stomach. He starts to throw up. Allows Roddy to get the best of him. Roddy, I know this is a different time, but stabbing him in the ass, buddy?
He said, that's a proper fucking from the north.
Yep.
Right up there. I said, ooh.
Like, buddy, that was wild.
It was wild, but it was such a proper death for Ormond.
He knocked Ormond's front teeth out when he hit him with the shield. They was going at it. They was going at it.
It was a great battle.
Ormond got the death Cole thought he wanted.
Yes, and I want to talk about I want to talk about this because there's a correlation between these deaths that I want to bring up, because as they're up there, Roddy got the knife in him and Ormond, and guess who comes circling around?
That loser Ulf.
Ulf said, "Oh, F you too, Dracarys."
Yeah.
And not only does he burn Ormond, Roddy stands back like,
he's like, yes!
He said yes!
Yeah.
Man, the correlation between
Roddy got his glorious death.
Roddy getting his glorious death and Kristen Cole just getting 3 arrows.
Yep.
And then paraded through with his head on his...
Yeah, man. He got his glorious death, and Ormond got his...
R.I.P. Roddy the Ruin. I'm going to miss him.
Yeah. He was a great character. Because he was funny in this episode. I'm like, this dude is hilarious. But Ormond got his. Ulf got his little bit of revenge.
He did.
And
he took out Ormond, so you got to give him half a not even a full clap. Just
Mhm.
kind of like a little,
Mhm.
But
But
he would have. I don't feel like Ormond would have survived this regardless.
Ulf
So
Ulf did everything in Tumbleton that Rhaenyra was trying to avoid. He
yes.
destroyed Tumbleton.
Mm-hmm.
Damon was busy getting his ass kicked.
Oh my God,
Uh,
Damon, get up!
yeah, but
I was like, if he don't get his ass up,
yeah, Damon was getting
he
whooped.
was getting. I don't even know his name, but
No, but
the one of the
yeah, it was the dude who the main
was
guy.
underneath
Yeah.
Ormond. Yeah,
Oh,
he was.
John Roxton.
Yeah, he was giving it to
John
Damon. I'm
Roxton
like,
was
Damon,
whooping.
come on.
But Ulf doing what Ulf doing, knocked the building down,
Yes.
saves Damon,
Mm-hmm.
kills John. We seen Gwaine recovering, and he was trying to crawl to Darren, but we never seen Darren.
Yes. So now we
And
have a missing Hightower.
Yeah. Damon got that old TV that going on, and he's like turning around. He don't know what's going on. And Corlys.
Before you move on, because it was funny when the camera pans from Gwaine trying to crawl around and he's calling for Darren, they show Ormond. And Ormond's there, he's dead, he has the burns on the side of his face, he's done. And I'm like, crap, where's Darren? But that's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we didn't get to see Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know what became of Darren. But Corlys shows up and kind of grabs Damon and is like, hey.
Time to go.
Hey, the city's lost.
Look, close the piano.
It's a wrap.
Time to go.
It's a wrap. We see Hugh, his wife's dead. That's her fault. It's on her.
Okay.
Sorry.
Let's talk about
I have
Kat
no
real
sympathy
quick.
for her.
So Kat was laying there.
Mm-hmm.
Was Kat actually dead? And the reason why I say this is because I'm not sure if she was knocked out or if she was actually like stabbed and actually dead. So I don't know if Kat is gone, but of course he
was crying. And,
well, yeah, because he was trying to shake her to get her up. So I was like, does this mean she's actually gone?
I have no sympathy for her because he tried to get her out of there. She wasn't listening, and then she pulled that. She basically, I don't know you, and which could have got him killed.
I don't know you.
Yeah. Could have got him killed. So I'm like, man, just move on, buddy.
You want to know the interesting thing about Hugh? And this is for you book readers, because I did actually do a little bit of homework. The Hugh that we see in the show is not the Hugh that is in the books. Apparently, Hugh was crazy. Like his once he gets his dragon, like he makes his own crown as a king. To be like a king, and his ego gets like way out of hand and stuff. But they, for the show, probably for juxtaposition as well between him and Ulf, they make him into a family man. So I see.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of the book readers can't even predict what's coming next. Like, they know some of the stuff, but they're changing so much that it's like,
Yeah. So I mean, I see that from that standpoint, but it would have been interesting to see a character like that of Hugh, but I didn't mind, him being more of a family man. Let us know if you guys, book readers, if you guys cared that change was made.
We don't know what's going to happen because maybe he does go crazy now that his wife's dead.
I was going to say, that maybe this, if she is gone, this is her loss, but it's 100% her fault. If your man tell you, get your shit and let's go, ladies, get your shit and let's go.
Yeah, he was doing it to save her. But hey, but
especially when you're in danger.
Then,
and he's trying to protect you.
Then we're back in King's Landing, and here's what pisses me off. What was the girl's name? You said came that was working.
Elandria.
Yeah,
or Elandria or something like that. Yeah.
She comes and grabs Rhaenyra as she's walking up the steps. And Rhaenyra goes walking into Helena's room. And the window's open. Rhaenyra walks closer to the window. We see her tapestry draped out of the window.
And I said, and before we get to that part of the scene, there was the buildup of Helena grabbing the tapestry and walking over to the window. And I instantly, you said, oh, she's going to see the city burn. And I said, she bet not jump out that window.
Well, she did. And my girl is dead. I'm pissed off.
I'm so
I'm pissed
upset.
off.
All my girl wanted was to raise her babies in a meadow
And
and have some
chickens.
chickens. That's all she wanted.
And then
She
we
did not
see
want this life. She did not deserve any of this. I am not Team Green at all. Y'all know we are Team Black, but
I was Team
this
Helena.
hurt.
I was Team Helena because that pissed me off, upset the hell out of me. And
That hurt.
we get this shot of Alicent in the. I've kind of forgot about Alicent for a second for the whole episode.
Yeah, because she's in the forest trying to make her way back with the rest of the. Which I didn't realize there was like multiple people with her as well, which is a good thing.
There was. Now that I think about it, when they were headed that way.
Yeah, because they were all on the horses, but only him and
Yeah.
the one guard and her went up to make it less suspicious.
Right, but Alicent, bunch of butterflies go flying around her.
What
bunch
a beautiful send-off.
Blue butterflies, and you could tell she realizes something's wrong. And we get the shot. She can
feel it.
We get the shot. Helena's gone, and that pissed me off. And now I have 2 years to be upset about it. And then Rhaenyra gets into the room, and finally, this motherfucker wants to look at the tapestry.
I've been saying it for 5 episodes. Y'all, between her, Rhaenyra, and Alicent, look at the tapestry. Look at what she's actually doing.
Alicent did look at it, yeah. But the last thing on the tapestry was Helena jumping. The thing before that, or falling, sorry. The thing before that was Rhaenyra sitting on the throne. And when Rhaenyra seen that, she was like, good enough.
Close the windows.
Shut the window. And I'm like, Rhaenyra pissed me off, but
big time. What's interesting about that picture of Rhaenyra sitting on the throne is the fire and the dragons that are around her and the hands that are coming up out of the fire.
I was looking at all the blood coming from her and the crown all the way down.
Yes,
yeah,
and there's stitchings of blood coming like from her crown. We assume all the way. I should say. Well, right. Yeah. Which is like kind of like across her head and kind of across her chest and down to her. It's very, very ominous. It's very, very telling. We know.
But for Rhaenyra, it's good enough because it's like, oh, I'm on the throne.
Right.
She might die.
It's very, very telling. She's going to absolutely die on that throne.
Yeah. So
because that's all she wants.
But got another 2 years till the next episode.
We do. There was a lot to unpack here. If we missed something, it's just because there was so much to unpack here. This has been so fun talking with y'all for these past 8 weeks about A House of the Dragon. It's been an amazing, amazing season. I'll probably restart it sometime this week, but I need to decompress a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not ready, but it's over.
Yeah, so
2 years. 2 years.
And we'll still be here to talk about it then.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to, and you should want to, if you need more House of Dragon, you need to know more, head to our YouTube and Spotify under S Rank Reactions. We have recaps of every episode from season 3. You can listen to our shorter form versions and our long recaps. We're going to miss you guys. We're here with you guys. It's going to be 2 years, but we all know time does fly and it waits for no one. So make sure you keep your notifications on, like, share, and subscribe, because you never know we're going to drop a video. But as always, whenever it's House of Dragon related, y'all know Mondays is our day to recap what's going on.
So for the next 2 years, we'll be waiting
and watching.
I was going to say fuck off for the next 2 years. For the next 2 years.
Yes, yes. Do you have any questions before I officially sign us off?
Nah, no. I'm still hurt about my girl Helena. So, but we'll pick this back up when the time comes.
Absolutely. So until next time. What is it again?
We'll be watching.
We'll be watching.
And reacting.
Peace.
Deuces.